Hello, everyone. Steven here. Good to see ya. Last weekend, I went and saw the new Doctor Strange movie. Now, I have watched a lot of different reaction videos from different YouTubers, and there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of shills out there praising it. I am neither. I'm not a big YouTuber who is just peddling the anger, nor am I a shill. I'm just your small, humble YouTube comic book guy who went and saw a movie that I really liked. I thought it was a really good movie. Not great. There are some problems, but I think overall, I think it was a good movie. So let's, there will be spoilers. So just bear that in mind. Spoilers ahead. So if you don't want to hear about the movie, click off now, come back later, hear what I have to say about it. If you have seen the movie or you just don't care, let's go. So, the movie kicks off with Defender Strange and America Chavez racing away from some monster trying to get the Book of Ashanti, which is a magical book that, if you're a Doctor Strange fan, you'll know the name. They're trying to get it so they can defeat this monster. Things go horribly bad for Defender Strange. And America Chavez, through things, ends up getting away, landing in the Doctor Strange proper universe, which they've designated 616. I could have swore when the movies first came out, they designated it 199999, I think, but that's neither here nor there. Strange and Wong fight a monster that follows her through, and they find out that American Chavez is being chased by someone who wants her powers, which her power is jumping through the multiverse. I am not a huge American Chavez fan. Not at all. Didn't like her comics. I thought it was just... When she's with team members with a group like Young Avengers or something, she's fine. When she has her own book, no. It's not good. Anyway, she's probably the weakest part of this whole movie. Not just because her character isn't all that great, but the girl they cast is... she's like cardboard. She's very wooden. She's not a great actress. So, I know she's young, and she could probably get better, but they really didn't do a very good job casting right now. And how they presented the character, well, if they wanted to hit you across the face with a lead pipe with SJW printed on it, they did a great job with her costume. That's all I'm saying. So, Strange goes and finds Wanda to see if he can get her help with this situation, because she is a powerful magic user and she has some information on the multiverse. At least he thinks so. And it is quickly found out that she is the bad guy. She's the one coming after American Chavez, so she can steal her powers and find a universe where her two sons from WandaVision actually exist. Of course, she hears them. A lot of other YouTubers, again, I've been watching some reviews, have said, why didn't, she could have asked for the help, or why didn't she do this, or why didn't she do that? Yet they all seem to forget that she has the Darkhold, which is another magic book that is pure evil. And when people use it, it kind of messes with your head and turns you evil. So at this point, if she's been using the Darkhold and she's been trying to find American Chavez to get her powers. Everything that's happening is really warping her mind. So she's not thinking straight. She is thinking like a villain. So she doesn't care about asking politely if American Chavez can, teleport her to another multiverse. Even if she does, there's another Wanda there, and she's their mother. So Wanda's pretty screwed up. And all good villains should be screwed up. You rarely see a villain whose goals are, they might seem normal on the very surface, but deep, once you break the surface, there's all kinds of just weird and crazy stuff going on in a villain's head. So she's nuts. She has been driven insane by the Darkhold, and she's not afraid to unleash her power on everybody, which is what happens at Carmitage, because Strange told Wanda, yeah, we got her here at Carmitage, we need your help. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll help. No, I'm going to take her, or you can just give her to me. Well, Strange, hightails it back to Carmitage, gathers the troops, Wanda shows up, Strange talks to her again, big fight ensues. Lots of death. Lots of horribleness. Strange and American Chavez, they get transported through a couple different multiverses, trying to get away from Wanda, until they hit 838, Earth 838. Meanwhile, back in 616, you have Wanda with Wong, and she's got him, strung up by the hands and feet, interrogating him, trying to get info out of him. This is where they run into Mordo, who in 838 is the Sorcerer Supreme. Now, a lot has happened since the Doctor Strange movie. You have Doctor Strange, you had WandaVision, you had Loki with the multiverse, you had Spider-Man No Way Home, and now you have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So this movie is not a true sequel to the movie. It's kind of this is what's happened ever since, with all this other stuff, dragging along. So Mordo, again, in this universe, is the Sorcerer Supreme. And he doesn't trust Strange, because that universe of Strange, as we come to find out, used a Darkhold to help defeat Thanos. He never even got close to snapping his fingers in this universe. And he, along with the other Illuminati, they defeated Thanos. But then, because he created an incursion, which is two universes, multiverses, clashing against each other, since he did that, and he was being, he was corrupted by the Darkhold, he, along with the other Illuminati, thought it would be best if I just die. So Black Bolt whispers, "I'm sorry," but blows him away, turns him to dust. But the rest of their world thinks he is a hero. Mordo knows different. So he drugs Strange and American Chavez, takes him to the Illuminati, and he's brought in front of them. And the Illuminati in this reality is Charles Xavier. Charles Xavier is from the animated universe. He's got the yellow hover chair, he's got the green suit, and when he shows up, they play the theme music from the cartoon, which I thought was really cool. So you have Xavier, you have Black Bolt, you have Reed Richards, played by John Krasinski, everyone's favorite fan. The ones fan wanted. Well, you got him. Who else did you have? You had Captain Marvel, who was the
It wasn't Carol Danvers. It was Rambeau. And you had Captain Carter. Yes, Captain Carter. I don't know what the love affair with Captain Carter is, but you have her. I'm sure I'll get a little bit of hate for that, because everyone loves Captain Carter. They explained this, along with Mordo, who's also part of the Illuminati. They explained to Strange what happened, why they killed the other Strange, why they can't have him, because apparently all Stranges in all multiverses will become corrupted and become the worst thing ever. He is the bane of every existence. Well, he tries to explain to them that Wanda is coming. She will find a way to get through, and she will destroy everything. They didn't want to hear it. Wanda, meanwhile, back in 616, has picked up a little fun trick from the Darkhold called dreamwalking, where she can enter the mind of another one of her variants in another multiverse and take over, which she does. That Wanda, she takes her for a drive, sends her out to the Illuminati, and the Illuminati does not do well against her. Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic wiped out like that. Captain Carter and Captain Marvel, they take a little more of a pounding, but they end up getting killed. And then it's left to Charles Xavier to try to fight her, and he puts up the best fight, but still, alas, he doesn't make it either. But in the meantime, Strange, with the help of 838's Christine Palmer, she helps him and America Chavez get away after Strange had a big old fight with Mordo. Mordo, even in this universe, even though he's the Sorcerer Supreme, he's still a jerk. Still doesn't like Strange. Well, they end up getting the not the Darkhold. Excuse me. They end up getting the Book of Ashanti. This universe of Strange had a portal connected to it in case they ever needed it again, because he found it. They get the book. Wanda comes through, and she ends up destroying the Book of Ashanti before they can use it. Well, then they get sucked out of that universe, and that universe is Wanda. She leaves her, and she goes back to her kids. The Defender Strange that was in the beginning, he's dead. He came through with America Chavez originally. Strange and Christine Palmer go to another universe, and they meet Sinister Strange. He's been deeply corrupted by the Darkhold. Doctor Strange ends up fighting him. Uses the Darkhold to dreamwalk into dead Defender Strange and animates his corpse. And his corpse, along with Wong and American Chavez, who gets, Wanda grabbed her and took her. They go back, and now they're fighting Wanda, and he's fighting Wanda into the dead zombie body. I really thought this was going to bring up the Marvel Zombies universe. It didn't. So Strange with America's help ends up defeating Wanda. She sees the error of her ways, and she ends up destroying the Darkhold. Not just the Darkhold that's there she has, but every Darkhold in every dimension is wiped out after she what looks like her sacrificing herself. So America goes to Carmitage, and she's starting to learn magic, and Strange goes back to life as normal. And just at the end of the movie, he comes out of the sanctum. He's walking down the street. And all of a sudden, he doubles over in pain, falls down, and a third eye pops open in his head, like Sinister Strange had. And credits. Now, I don't think he's going to be evil. Well, no, of course he's not going to be evil like Sinister Strange, because the Darkhold doesn't have a hold on anybody anymore. It's just a sad, it's a sad side effect of the Darkhold. But then, I mean, but when it happens, he's in severe pain. Mid-credit scene, he's walking down the street like nothing ever happened. He's got a jacket and a scarf on, so it looks like some time has passed. Looks colder, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Clea, played by Charlize Theron or Theron or however you want to pronounce it, dressed like Clea. She's Clea. She says, "You caused an incursion," and she rips open. She waves her hand in the air and she rips open a rift and exposes a dark dimension. And she says, "And you're going to help me fix it." He goes, "Unless you're afraid." And Strange, he's in street clothes, but then he takes his scarf and whips it off, and bam, he's Doctor Strange, and he's like, "Nope, I ain't afraid." And that's the end. So yeah, it was a good movie. I mean, that was my real quick, Cliff Notes version of what happens in the movie. I didn't think it was a bad movie. There were parts of it that I didn't think really hit well. I thought they misused the Illuminati. I thought they could have done a lot more with that. America Chavez, you really didn't need her, I don't think. I mean, she could have been in the movie, but she could have been not as necessary, in my opinion. But it looks like Marvel wants to bring up a Young Avengers or something like that. They have her now. They have Miss Marvel coming out. They have Kate Bishop from Hawkeye. A lot of young people. And the MCU has been thrown around a lot by YouTubers. And I by no means am on board with everything Marvel's doing in the MCU, even less so in their comic books. I don't even collect their new comic books anymore. I'm just strictly back issues. And they certainly are taking a lot of established characters and pushing them aside and giving somebody else their title. All in all, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this movie an 8.5. Yes, again, there are some scenes that just, make you want to roll your eyes and say, why in the world did they do that? But as a Doctor Strange movie, as an MCU movie, just go and be entertained, turn your brain off for 2 hours and let the movie entertain you, it works. I know, again, some of these YouTubers who are, the bigger YouTubers who are hating on it, all their fans are, they're hating on it too, and they're just feeding off it. And by all means, if that's the way you want to run your place, that's the way you want to run your YouTube, I have no problem with that. I mean, YouTube is big enough for everybody. Everybody can have a say. Me and my little, as of this recording, 79 subscribers. Yes, 79. I didn't even think I was going to get 79. For the longest time, I had 2. So, thank you. Thank you guys that are subscribing. Appreciate you. I really do. The hate coming from these guys is just, it seems a little misplaced sometimes. It's almost like they're just fanning flames just so they can get the super chats and the attention. And again, if that's the way you want to do, you do you. As for me, I enjoyed the movie. Now, I'm sure they would say, we don't care, you've liked the movie, like the movie. They don't care. But I'm just saying, if you're listening to a lot of people review the movie and they're hating on it, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, don't take their word for it. At least go out and see it. A lot of the movies that I watched their reviews for, like Shang-Chi and The Eternals and Black Widow, I agreed with everything they said because I watched the movies afterwards. I'm like, oh God, I mean, I really shouldn't have watched that. That's just garbage. I mean, Eternals, ugh, God, that was hard to watch. But I like Doctor Strange. Now, I'm a big Doctor Strange fan, so I'm going to be a little, more forgiving, I think. But I mean, if they gave us a complete crap movie, yeah, I would say, hey, that movie was crap. Don't go see it. But I think, if you're a Doctor Strange fan, if you're an MCU fan, go see this movie. If you don't want to see it, that's cool too. Thor: Love and Thunder's coming out. Pick it up back then. All right. Again, thank you for watching. I do appreciate everyone who has subscribed and stuck with me. If you haven't subscribed, consider it. We'd love to have you. I do try to do movie reviews. I do comic book stuff. Just what's going on in the world of comics and things. If you enjoy reading books with no pictures, I have one of those. I wrote a book. It's called Deadlock. It's a superhero book. I can't draw, so I just took my idea that I had for a comic book and I turned it into a book. And that became Deadlock, which you can find on Amazon. I finished my second book. I'm self-editing now, so hopefully we'll get that out as soon as possible for the follow-up. And because I love me some superheroes. I just love comic books and superheroes, and it's just a fun world to lose yourself in. So I wanted to be a part of that world, and by writing my book, I think I'm a little bit a part of that world now, just a tiny bit, and that makes me happy. And that's what everything should be doing these days, making us happy. You want to go see Doctor Strange? If it makes you happy, go see it. If what makes you happy is not seeing it and hating on it, by all means, hate away. Whatever makes you happy. Life is too short to not be happy. So thanks again, guys, for watching. If you'd like, please like this if you found it entertaining. Subscribe if you think I've earned that. Share this with some of your friends who might be on the fence about watching this. If you think this might convince them, either way, you might listen to this guy. He makes a really bad argument for Doctor Strange. Yeah, it's possible. I might have. Let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, have you seen the movie? Are you not going to see the movie? I'd really be interested in knowing what you guys think. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.